Hello? Hi! Hi! How's everyone doing? I hope you're all having a good Friday night. I hope you're having a great Friday! I'm having an okay Friday. I wasn't really planning on like working today, but then I ended up getting pulled into work because freaking, well, really it wasn't I got pulled into work. It's just that I ended up sleeping in yesterday, so I didn't get enough hours in, so I had to go in today, and why do we have to work 40 hours a week? Freak, 40 hours a week is so outdated. We should all live the Wally life and not have to work ever. Hi, Penboo. Hi, Penboo. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend is starting off great. But yeah, I missed you guys on Tuesday. I feel like I haven't, this past month has been like so bad for my streaming because I just haven't been around to stream half the time. It's better than 60 hours a week. I feel bad for people who have to work 60 hours a week, but I respect the grind. I respect the grind. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I hardly make it through 40 hours. But then again, I guess technically I also go to school, so that's like another like 10-ish hours of my week committed. But I mean, I feel awful this week, even though half my week was like, it was work travel, right? I was on travel Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's why I couldn't stream Tuesday. And that's like, that work travel is basically like a vacation as far as I'm concerned. We went to New Jersey. We went to New Jersey for a meeting in New Jersey, and freaking, I told you it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was work travel, because we flew out Monday, we had our meeting Tuesday, and then we flew back Wednesday. All that 3 days worth of full work, and freaking the meeting was 2 hours. 3 days of hours of charging for 2 hours of meeting. Not the superior time zone, because it was especially not the superior time zone because I freaking couldn't sleep at any sort of reasonable times at all. Not at all. It's a good thing the meeting started at 2. The meeting started at 2, and you know who still fell asleep during the meeting? You know who still fell asleep during the meeting because it was boring as shit. I don't know about you guys, but for the love of me, for the love of God, for the love of engineering, cannot stay awake during half my meetings. Especially because I like, half the time they're talking about logistics and finance, and I honestly I don't even know why I'm there. I don't know why they paid for me to spend 3 days not really doing any work. And paid for my flight tickets, and paid for my hotel, and paid me, holy cow, per diem in New Jersey is like freaking, per diem in New Jersey is like $80 for food every day. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna pocket so much money. I'm gonna be rich off of just, you know, collecting this per diem and not spending $80 a day, so I saved the savings. And you know what didn't happen? I did not pocket any extra money from the per diem because food there is so freaking expensive. It was so expensive, and I think part of it's because of the people I went with, right? I went with like the people we sent there was me, the cute, definitely 22-year-old, young, beautiful, lovely engineer, Breakabell, and then it was like a bunch of old white guys. but they wanted to go to this steakhouse. And of course, I'm not gonna be like, no, you guys go without. No, I mean, anytime we're like going out to food together, I'm gonna go, right? But I looked at the menu on this steakhouse, and of course half their stuff is like $50 freaking dollars. $50 freaking dollars for a steak from some of these things. I mean, and it was like supposed to be good stuff. It was like, you know, filet mignon, you know, other crazy stuff, something pork. I don't know steaks very well, but I was like, $50? You want me to pay $50? I don't think so. I don't think so, not for me. So I went for one of the cheaper things, which was like a sirloin, and that was $35, right? I was like, okay, at least I can salvage some of this, right? And not end up spending an abundance of my own money on top of the per diem. So I got the sirloin, and it was good. It was good, but I looked at the my manager was sitting next to me, my program manager was sitting next to me, and he got these like something, you know, filet mignon tips or so, and they look so good, but I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm saving money. This is money going into my bank, and I felt like it justified me having a worse meal. And then the waitress comes over at the end, and she brings the bill, right? She brings the bill, and she's like, oh, here's your bill. And we all, of course, are like, because when you're out on work and you're all doing per diem, of course you're all supposed to spend your own per diem, and she brought us one bill for the whole table, and we were like, we forgot to ask her to split it. Shit, can you split this, lady? Can you split this? And she was like, oh, like, do I have to itemize it, or can I just split it 4 ways evenly between you 4? And in this moment, I knew it was over. In this moment, I knew it was over. I didn't say anything, but I could feel it. I could feel that I was toast, because of course the program manager was like, oh, just split it evenly 4 ways, I guess. Just split it evenly 4 ways, and fuck it. All the fucking old white men and their fancy ass expensive over $50 steaks. Now I was paying for a bit of them. Now I was paying for a bit of their fucking I'm the poorest person at the table. They're all fucking rich old white guys. They're all rich old white guys, and here I am paying for a little bit of their fucking steaks. It was painful. So then, of course, I end up with like my final tab is like over $50, and of course you have to tip. So then it turns to $60, and that's 3/4 of my per diem right there. You know what's even worse? My fucking hotel. I planned on going to my hotel for breakfast, and I just went there, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll take a seat, you know. And at the second I looked at the menu, it was like $20. $20 for avocado toast. Literally everything on that menu was like over $20. So literally, that one steak and the breakfast that day, literally just dinner and breakfast was my per diem. And of course I had lunch too. Fuck. How did I end up with like an $80 per diem and I still freaking lose money? Damn it, New Jersey. Damn it. Freak, New Jersey. What the heck? Exactly, Penbu. Here I am subsidizing other people's fucking steaks. Literally the poorest at the table. And this is why I'll stay poor, I guess, because I can't freaking remind waitresses to split the bill before they bring it over. Frick. Anyway. But it was an interesting trip, besides the fact that it was literally, we went there and we had a 2-hour meeting and then we left, and that was that was the extent of business that I performed there. But in my first day before the meeting, when I got there pretty early, just because the way it worked out. I got there pretty early, and I went to what's called the American Dream Mall. It's the largest mall in the United States, and I went there because, you know, my coworkers had been to this specific site before for work travel, but I'd never been, and they told me, oh yeah, we stay at this one hotel. It's right across the street from the biggest mall in the U.S. And this mall has an indoor ski slope. This mall has an indoor ski slope. Peak civilization? Exactly, mystery. This is... We could be curing cancer. We could be solving world hunger. We could be housing homeless. Instead, we've created a mall with an indoor ski slope. And now I'm not saying it's wrong to have an indoor ski slope at this mall. This is what American society has become. That's why it's called the American Dream Mall, because this is I guess is what the American dream is to just be like so over the top with our random exotic purchases and fuck you money. But this mall, it wasn't just an indoor ski slope. They also there's literally an amusement park in there. There's like a Nickelodeon themed amusement park with roller coasters and shit in there. There's a DreamWorks themed water park in there. I spent like 3 hours just walking. I didn't use any of these fancy panty features, but I wanted to see them, and I spent just 3 hours just looking around like, and everything's freaking branded. You've got like an Oreo brand shop, a Coke brand shop. You've got literally, there's a shop that it's not just a Lego shop. It is a Legoland shop because it has multiple floors, and there's like an attraction. I don't know what the attraction was, but there's like a multiple floor attraction exhibit thing for Legoland, I guess, there. And it just, everything there seemed peak American. Just so over the top in terms of branding and just going crazy. And again, I don't think it's necessarily wrong, right? I love Lego. But it just seems so, it's like almost wasteful, right? But it's cool. It's cool. If I lived there, I would probably be doing stuff at that mall like very regularly, right? I would probably visit that mall like once a month to do shit just because there's like cool stuff there, right? The freaking Oreo shop, the Legoland shop, the water park, indoor skiing. I'm pretty sure they had other stuff too. I think they had an arcade. A big arcade powered by Hasbro. Like I said, everything's freaking branded. Everything's freaking branded. Hasbro branded arcade. But oddly enough, it didn't. I mean, there were like people there, right? But it wasn't crowded. I didn't feel like it was like crowded, so there clearly weren't that many people like using it. Maybe it's because I went like in the middle of a workday, right? I was there at like 2 p.m. on a Monday, but like it just, there must have been like so much concrete and steel and, you know, all sorts of other resources dedicated to this mall, and I think this mall probably had like, I don't know, a couple hundred people in it. Not that many. There's a huge use of resources for what seemed like not that many people. You don't think people go to malls that much nowadays? I mean, I guess. But this is not a normal mall. This is like more or less like some sort of theme park or amusement, like, right? Like, if it's got all this fancy stuff. And even so when I grew up near, I think it's like the 5th largest mall in the US. It's called Del Amo Mall, and that's just a mall. That's just a bunch of stores, you know. And that was I feel like Del Amo Mall had more people than this American Dream Mall. But maybe you're right, and people just don't go to malls nowadays. But I don't know. This one just seems so wastefully extravagant, you know? You have these like crazy shops that are like super high value. It's like the Rolex shop. There's a Rolex shop, and of course these like fancy pantsy super high value shops have like a security guard standing in front of them, like checking people out as they walk in. Back in the 2010s, what about in the 2010s, huh? What was in the 2010s, Mystery? I wouldn't know that well because I was clearly obviously very young in the 2010s, since I'm clearly obviously only 22. Clearly obviously only 22. I'm still young and is that the is that how the math works out? The 2010s was 14 years. Oh, I guess I was. Tee. I definitely was not, a fully functional teenager / adult in the 2010s. Definitely not. Most certainly not. But yeah, that freaking, I don't even know why I go on work travel now. My like, one of my my like lead systems engineer was supposed to go with us, but he decided to stay home because he needed to like get real work done, I guess. Because I don't do any real work, I could go. But he was like, oh yeah, I think you should go, but our program manager really, I think he's just making this trip because he needs to spend the travel budget for the year. He's got a lot of travel budget money left, and he's got to spend it, otherwise next year he won't get any more. So that's basically what it was. Is I charged 3 days worth of hours to do fuck off. And then of course, when I came back, I was too exhausted to do much anyway. So yesterday, I basically did fuck all too. And of course today, I really didn't plan on going, but I went in for a couple hours to finish my 40-hour work week. And what do you know? I did fuck all. I don't even know why I get paid half the time, because half the time it feels like I contribute nothing. But apparently people find value to me. Maybe it's because I'm like maybe I'm just like my program's cheerleader, I guess. They just like having my bubbly, energetic personality around, because people are like giving me awards and shit. Like I got like they were doing like mini bonuses to use up the rest of the bonus budget this year, and one of my supervisors suggested I get it, so I got freaking a like $300 mini bonus this week. Even though I don't know what I do for this company. I sort of know what I do for this, but if you ask me how much energy I devote to this company, it's definitely not the equivalent of true 40 hours of work. Head down to the machine shop or something. First of all, I feel super unsafe in the machine shop. Second of all, we do have assembly, and they could use help, and I do sort of support them sometimes, mainly because we're understaffed. So it ends up being like, I, as an engineer, end up doing things that technicians should be doing, and that's fine, but also, as an engineer, my hourly rate is like triple what the technician's hourly rate is. So that must be like the most dreadfully expensive technician work ever. But our company, I guess our company does it because they don't have enough technicians staffed. No wonder the economy is fucked. We've got these big ass companies doing all this stupid stuff. They need things to go out the door. Yes. And they also, I don't know, there's like real engineering work that should be done that they also don't want to spend money on. Don't ask me how finance decides what to do, but that's That's what they decide, and then they end up with like, oh yeah, well we understaffed on techs and we're overstaffed on engineers. We'll just have engineers do tech work for triple the rate, quadruple the rate. Because I even see like engineering managers doing tech work because that's how we've staffed up. That's how we've staffed up. We've doomed ourselves to be in the red. When you work for these big corporations and you're just a cog in the machine, you realize how fucking bad they are. All companies are brutally inefficient. Correctosaurus. That's why everything costs so much. Everything costs so much. You know, half the things I work on go in like, you know, a lot of stuff goes in like metal frames, metal chassis. These are like metal boxes the size of shoe boxes, and we pay like 20 grand for them to have a subcontractor machine out little metal chassis. 20 grand for a metal box the size of a shoe box. I feel like the economy is ruined because of shit like this. And also because, you know, fucking companies buying all the houses, so no one can afford a home. Frick. I guess this really is the American dream. The American dream is suffering for all the poors. Suffering for all the poors while the rich rake in all the money. While our chief executive officer makes like, I'm sure he makes like tens of millions of dollars a year. That's fucking, yeah. Because obviously he does the work of like hundreds of people. That definitely seems right. That's the only reason he could make that much money, right? That's the only plausible explanation for them making tens of millions of dollars a year, right? Is because they do the work of hundreds of people. You'd think, even though we all know that that's bullshit. But his golf game is amazing. I don't know. I don't even know if it's like they don't work, right? I don't think he's someone who like goes and plays golf all day. But I think they're basically predatory. They like come into work with the intent to make a quick buck, even if it destroys companies. They're like, yes. What we will do is we will compromise all the quality of our products in order to raise current stock prices. And then our stock will go zoom. Our stockholders will be happy. I will get a big bonus. And then in 3 years, when all the customers are like, what the frick happened with your product? Why are they all failing? And the company is super in the red from having to pay reparations and repairs and fix all the stuff we fucked up. In 3 years, he'll just leave. He'll just leave by then, having made all his money. And everyone else will suffer. So, yeah, and that's how you end up with stuff like freaking, like what's going on with Boeing. You know, the Boeing quality control disaster. That's what happens when all your freaking executives are like finance people. Why are they all finance people? Why is the entire C-suite chief executive officer, operations officer, chief technological officer, why are they all freaking finance people? Because they only care about money. We're doomed. We're cooked. You hate when suits come in and tell you how to run the shop? I don't know. I don't even... To me, it's almost like they don't even I would be so surprised if any one of our suits came into like my lab ever. It's like they don't even understand the work is going on. Like, for them to come in and acknowledge work is happening is like, I would be floored. I think they sit in their office and they're like, yes, this company makes money by selling things, but I have no idea what is it. I have no idea any of the process of how I sell these things. Yes, I am the CEO of Boeing. I know that we somehow sell planes. Those planes come out of a leprechaun's pot. They'll tell you to come in and clean the top of your machine. I mean, that's just... that level of micromanagement happens, but it's not even, like... that's like... I won't say that's like middle managers, but that's like middle-high managers is what I feel like. It's like the like leader at your campus or your site will like be like, oh yeah, this doesn't look that good. I have no idea what's really happening, but I think you should make it look better. Dealing with these random optics stuff. Oh yeah, it doesn't seem to my liking. And then they come in and they ruin all your shit. But I don't know. In some situations, maybe it's fair. I don't know, because my desk is always messy. And I'm a strong believer in the idea that if you're not making a mess, you're not getting any work done. But of course, my manager is still like, Belle, clean your fucking desk. Belle, clean your fucking desk. It's a fucking mess in there. and I get it. I get it in that, like, there's also value to being organized and clean and neat and tidy, but I don't know. If there's a mess, it means I'm getting stuff done, right? But the world of the corporate workforce is something else. Is something else. And that's why we spend freaking many dollars, many buckaroos to send Belle to New Jersey so she can walk around the mall and visit the indoor ski slope. Not that I'm like unhappy, right? Because it's cool, right? It's cool to go on work travel. It's cool to have steaks, right? It's cool to see other companies and have meetings in their meeting rooms and, you know, go out and enjoy different parts of the country. But all I can think is, man, why the hell do I get paid for this? I look at like stock traders. Stock traders are like parasites of the world because they contribute nothing. They contribute nothing. All they do is move money around. They don't bring anything into the world at all. And that's how they make money, is they just like move shit around. And that to me is like just a parasite on society, right? But if I'm not doing work and I'm getting paid, am I any better? Am I any better if I'm not doing work, but they're paying me? I guess I do sometimes do work, right? I do work like a solid 60% of the time, right? And of that 60% of the time, like a solid 10% of that is like, man, I'm a fucking goddess. I'm the best. I fucking realized this shit that all the people around me didn't understand, and I came up with a solution. And I fixed everyone's problems. I'm the fucking best, right? And then there's like 50% of the time where I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do some grunt labor, I guess. I'm gonna sit here and file reports. I'm gonna sit here and write test procedures. But I guess that's still contributing, right? Not like the stock people who just They create nothing for society, solve no problems. Not like the CEOs. Why did the CEOs get paid when I don't think that they do anything? I think they've cost us more money in rebranding this year. It seems like rebranding and changing logos and, just moving people in and out of different positions has cost like probably millions of dollars for my company this year. Yes, let's rebrand. Let's redistribute, the functions of our company. Let's just move stuff around that doesn't actually change how people work. It just wastes everyone's time. Yes, these are my ideas as CEO. This is why I make tens of millions of dollars a year. Penbu knows what I'm talking about. The classic rebrand. Oh, yes. Yes, instead of being Company X with divisions 1, 2, and 3, now we will be Company XY with divisions I, J, and F. And we're going to separate them like this and this. Before we had engineering and finance separated, but now instead we're going to do one site has its engineering and finance together, and another site has engineering and finance together, and a third site has engineering but finance for a different site, and we're just gonna shift people around in terms of who their manager is over and over. Even though they're supposed to do the same work they did before, all we're doing is we're changing who their managers are over and over again. Why? Why? Why is the world like this? It's bad. It's bad. And I feel like so many of these companies are running themselves into the ground. As long as you get a pizza party out of the deal, my company, everyone jokes about oh yeah, pizza parties are companies' lame ways of appeasing us because they can't give us raises. My company doesn't give raises or pizza parties. They've cut budget on all the little things too. We used to get donuts every Friday, apparently. And I say we, I don't mean we, because this was before I worked here. But apparently every Friday, they did donuts. And then they cut the budget for that. Obviously, they cut the budget so that they could give us more raises, right? Right? Something reasonable? Fuck no. All the donut money probably went into rebranding. Into changing our logo from one color to another. Into changing the stock photos in our company PowerPoint template. Not even pizza parties? Yeah, exactly. I mean, freaking... I overheard a conversation in the cafeteria earlier today between two of it was our head of all the chief engineers and our department leader for systems engineering. They were like, oh yeah, so do we have plans for a holiday party yet? And they were like, yeah, we have holiday parties? Well, I haven't seen a fucking holiday party since I started working here. Right. Your company used to do catered lunches once a week? That sounds like that's so nice, right? That's a very nice token of appreciation. And I'm sure in the long run it was good because it incentivized people to stay in the office, right? It incentivizes people to come in, it incentivizes them to stay in during lunch. They probably more productive. But I also can see why it could get pricey over a bit, but I can't imagine that the cost of it meant anything to the company, right? Of course I'm assuming, right? But at my company, which is a Fortune 500 company, could easily pay for that, and it wouldn't even be 0.01% of our profit to do that. Oh, well, if you got farmed by COVID, that's its own thing, right? I get it if they like cut stuff because of COVID, but if they're just cutting stuff because we want to save money, we want that extra money so that we can tell our investors we're cutting costs. Yeah, that's what they really care about, right? It's not even like they actually care about saving the money. What they want to say is they want to tell the stockholders, yeah, we're cutting costs. Then the stockholders are like, great, we'll buy more stocks. And then the stock value goes up. And then the CEO's net worth goes up. And then the CEO can sell all their stock and make a ton of money and then quit with their golden freaking parachute. And everyone else is doomed. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very happy that our companies in the US do this. Do you get anything in exchange for working remote now though, Penbu? I have a friend who his company everyone works remote, right? And they're like all around the world, and the company doesn't have any offices at all, right? But in exchange for those office costs, apparently every year there's one trip where the company flies everyone to like Hawaii or something. They do that with all the money they saved from not paying for offices, is they like do a big get-together trip where everyone at the company flies like somewhere together and they all have like a big like sort of party. And that's super cool. That's super cool. That would be awesome. Obviously, like Fortune 500 companies, that's just too many people, right, to do that. But his company is small enough that they can do that for all those remote work employees. One sec. Sorry, I had to cough. Oh, so you have optional in office? Does anyone use it? I think I might still use it if I worked locally, just because I'm so much more productive in the office. If I'm at home, I'm like not at all in work mode. And if I'm in the office, I'm like 50% in work mode at least. But if I'm at home, like, you're not getting anything out of me. I'm gonna get too distracted by Reddit and YouTube and Discord and video games on my personal computer. And if you have like optional in the office, and your office, you know, maybe has a couple of cool stuff, right? Maybe has pool table or ping pong table or massage chair. My office has massage chair. My office has ping pong table. That's like just a little cool thing of like, oh yeah, I can go into the office and I won't hate my life. You go once a quarter. Wait, what do you mean it becomes a write-off? How does it become a write-off? Does that mean like you write off the workday? Your office used to be really good at foosball? That sounds super fun. So my company divides its projects into like separate areas, and different projects go in different areas, right? And I heard one of the areas for one project, they with their program money got a foosball table. But now it resides in that program area, so no one else can use it besides people in that program. They got a foosball table, and excuse me. They got a foosball table, and they got like snacks. They got snacks on their program money that no other program can have. What the heck? What the heck is that? Why can't we have some foosball fun? It's not fair. It's not fair. I have to switch programs. You won't get any work done in the office? Wow, I guess we're like opposites then. I am an office is the only time I get work done kind of gal. Unless I like, if there's like an emergency, right? And if there's something due tomorrow, then maybe I will like get it done at home purely because I don't want to be in the office at like 9 p.m. or something. But I don't know. I just can't be focused at home. It's one of those things where like different areas should put you into different mindsets, right? That's why one of these days I'm gonna set up a separate station for me to stream it. And then I can separate my like personal computing activities with my streamer activities. And that way I can really dial in when I'm supposed to be doing streamer stuff, like prepping or doing videos or anything like that. I can have a separate computer that I'm like, when I'm at this computer, I dial in. And then when I'm at my personal computer, it's like, yay, now we just sit back and we potato and we watch anime. Mystery, like, stealing a foosball table is a lot of work. I think you'd have to take it apart to get it through the door. Maybe not, but even then, I would have to get someone to help me move it out. And then of course they'd be like, where did our foosball table go? Why is it no longer in this program's area? Why is it now in Belle's cubicle? Why is it in Belle's cubicle now? Why? Very suspicious. I wonder who would have done this. Yeah. Oh, do you have a long commute, Penboo? That's one of the things, like, that's one of my biggest requirements for where I'm choosing where to live is I need to not have a long commute. So I live, like, right next to my office now. Because it's such a nice quality of life, right? Even if in the middle of the day I want to, like, if I want to go home in the middle of the day, just because I want to lay down for, like, a little hour-long nappy nap, it's easy for me, right? It's easy. If I want to go home so that I can have lunch in the comfort of my own kitchen, it's easy. Not that I almost ever do that. No, almost never. But it's nice. If I forget my work key card, I don't have to suffer through an hour-long drive back. Hour-long commute. Hour-long commute. Pain. Pain. Life is pain. Life is suffering. Speaking of frick, now I'm thinking, I don't know why, but I'm thinking of my master's degree course for this quarter. The professor, basically what he does is he does an in-person class for all the people on campus. And he just like records it, and he records his drawings on his little iPad tablet. And that's what becomes the lectures for all the online students like me. And this fucking week he forgot to record the video of him doing the notes. It's just audio. And the final PDF of the notes. He's like, oh yeah, guys, I guess you just get audio. And the final notes. You don't get to follow along while I, like, write them out and understand which diagram is what I'm talking about at what point. And that's so frustrating. I really just want someone to write notes in front of me so I can just focus in. Maybe that's just me being lazy, right? Just me being lazy. Just like the way I don't like to write my own notes. But honestly, part of me was like, well, if you fucked up and you forgot to record, you should record again. And you should just redo your entire 2-hour lecture. You should just redo your entire 2-hour lecture and re-record. That's what I feel like I should say. But like, is that unreasonable? If the professor makes that mistake and messes up their lecture, like, is it reasonable for me to be like, yeah, spend 2 hours re-recording? It's nice to be able to take the train to work, though, Penbu. Train's not really a thing around where I live. Train's only really good if I wanted to, like, go a really long way between cities. We don't have, like, subway. Thank you for the raid, Hessel. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hope you had a good stream. Hello, Hessel and raiders. I'm Breakable PE. PE is professional engineer because I'm an engineering VTuber. We're talking about the absolute joys of life within a big corporation as a professional. And currently, like, a little bit of, like, student life struggles. Brickle ball? I'll show you a brickle ball. I brickle balled your mom. I hope your stream was good. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Also, thank you for the nuts. Another thing I gave your mom last night. Mystery, I understand if I study I'll be fine, of course, but you can always say that. You can, oh yeah, you should just study. You should just study. If I only wanted to, you know, study my way to understanding stuff, I wouldn't even go to college, Mystery, because you don't need college to learn anything. You can learn everything on Google. 6-hour stream? 6-hour stream? Why? Good for you. That's some endurance right there. Endurance streamer. I've just been here yapping for 50 minutes, and I can already feel my voice getting a little sore. Maybe it's because I'm a little sicky. A little sicky, has a little bit of a sore throat. Wait, you drink mushroom elixir? What's mushroom elixir? Is that what acid is? Did you drop acid before coming to stream? I mean, if that's how you swing, just be safe. Just be safe. Oh, it's professor logic that you should just study more? I guess. Frickin', he's like, oh yeah, if you don't understand anything, come to office hours. So of course I go to office hours, and my intent during office hours is honestly I'll just sit there and listen to other people, because if there's stuff that they're asking, then I know it's kind of important, and then I'll pay attention to that. But he's like, ah, yes, this is the Zoom call for office hours. Who's in the name list? Oh, Belle? Belle, do you have any questions? And I'm like, I haven't even watched the lectures yet. I'm just here soaking information. Classic Belle. Psilocybin. Not LSD. Huh? What's psilocybin? Odyssey mushroom elixir, though, sounds like... That for sure sounds like a drug, right? There's no way that that's not the name of a drug. Or cool band name. Cool band name. That would be a great band name, actually. But did you eat it? Did you eat the Odyssey mushroom elixir? Did it taste good? Did it taste like mushrooms? That's the other thing, is my program manager that I went on work travel with, he apparently like super hates mushrooms and cucumbers. So like anytime he orders anything, at any restaurant, he's always like, I'd like this, but does it have mushrooms in it? But does it have mushrooms in it? Or cucumbers? And then of course all the poor waitresses are like, maybe? I don't know. I'll check for you. The poor waitresses have to go to the kitchen and be like, yeah, this picky old guy does not want mushrooms or cucumbers. It's not the taste, it's the consistency. That's not true. That's not true. There's nothing different about the consistency of cucumbers. Okay? And I don't think it has anything to do with the consistency for him either for mushrooms, because I think he even knows like the flavor, right? He told me that he can just sort of sense if they're in there, even if it's like the tiniest, most minute, like little chopped up mushrooms. But that's a letdown, Hessel. If you bought Odyssey mushroom elixir and you took it home and you drank it and it didn't send you on a trip, I would ask for my money back. I would ask for my money back. Go back to the supermarket and be like, I bought Odyssey mushroom elixir and it did not get me high. Give me a full refund. Various substances like lion's mane? What is lion's mane? Lion's mane sounds like a drug. Lion's mane sounds like a drug. Is it fuzzy? Also, it was $3. Who buys $3 drugs, Hessel? $3 drugs are how you end up with a lot of... What is it that they cut into the... What is it, the dangerous stuff that they use to cut into their cocaine? Is it fentanyl? $3 drugs are how you end up with fentanyl in your cocaine. Not that I would know. Not that I would know. I definitely don't do any sort of substances or anything unangelic, unholy. I only do purely holy things as God in the U.S. government, as God in the U.S. government intended it. $3 is a lot? Where are you going that your drugs cost less than $3? I would ask for the plug, except I'm worried about the fentanyl. I'm worried about the fentanyl. But what were we chatting about? My program manager hating mushrooms to death and being super picky. Oh yeah, he was describing it. He was describing it when we were all sitting at the table eating our steaks, because the steaks, the normal side is like fries and mushrooms or something like that. And of course he had to get a different side for his steak. He got like a salad side. But one of the other old white guys at the table was like joking with him. He's like, oh, poor little Jeffrey can't even eat a mushroom. And our program manager's like, well, that's disgusting. That, like, eating mushroom is like, you might as well just be eating a giant booger. You might as well just pick your nose and eat it. Which was such a disgusting thought to hear while you're, like, eating dinner. We're, like, sitting there eating steaks and eating mushrooms, and he's talking about how the rest of us are, like, doing the equivalent of eating boogers. Lion's mane is a saprotrophic function. Eh? A function? Oh, fungus. Okay. You had caffeine? Yeah, I mean, I took a bunch of caffeine in order to stabilize my sleep schedule while I was on work travel the first half of the week. But then when I was on work travel, I was like, I should stop taking this caffeine as soon as I don't need it, because I don't want to be reliant on caffeine in my life. I don't want to have an addiction. But it was too late, so I got crazy withdrawals. And I had like a huge headache yesterday. Huge, massive migraine headache from from the caffeine withdrawals, and you know who didn't learn her lesson? This girl. This girl's got 2 thumbs and didn't learn her lesson because today I was like, I'll have Red Bull. I'll have a Red Bull before stream. You'd give up anything for the mushroom elixir? I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's weird because I read up on like the science of the caffeine withdrawals, and it's like pretty interesting, right? So what happens when you have caffeine is your capillaries, they constrict. Is that the right word? They get smaller, right? So you get less blood flow to your brain. You get less blood flow to your brain, which sounds awful. It sounds awful, but it really doesn't, like, it's not that bad. But what is bad is when the caffeine wears off. Your capillaries uncontract, and they get wider again, and suddenly you have a big rush of blood to your brain, and that's what causes the withdrawal headache. Is suddenly you have a bunch of blood flowing to your brain. And I don't know why, it was really interesting for me to learn that. And it's also like kind of scary because, like, again, it sounds really scary where you like hear, oh yeah, all these people who drink coffee, yeah, they're just restricting blood flow to their brain. That sounds like super dangerous, right? It sounds like something you should definitely not allow to happen. But I guess it's perfectly okay, perfectly healthy to do that to yourself, to constrict blood flow to your brain. I guess a lot of people like that. All those people who are into some, you know, some minor choking play. They're all about the restriction of blood flow to the brain. Maybe that's the secret. Those kinksters should just have a cup of coffee. Make them feel much better. Who would have thought? Also, it's kind of scary that, you know, just getting more blood flow back to your brain gives you like a massive migraine. Massive migraine of pain and doom and suffering. That makes you just hate your life like I did when I got back from work travel. Yep. Just hate my life. Just hate my life because I had a couple too many Red Bulls while flying around and touring the indoor ski slope at the American Dream Mall. Couple too many Red Bulls and suddenly there's too much blood in my brain and then I freaking desire death. Rest in peace, Hessel. Got mobbed by the ads. Doesn't have Twitch Turbo, doesn't have a sub. Rest in peace, no ad block. I'm glad that you didn't get into caffeine though, Penboo. It's good that you didn't get into the slippery rabbit hole. But you don't like tea or anything like that? I don't like tea. Tea is not sweet enough for me. Neither's coffee, really. But caffeine and from like sodas. I love sodas. I love energy drinks. But I don't know. I think it's weird to be able to avoid it your whole life, if that's what it seems. That's what it sounds like. You've managed to dodge caffeine your whole life. You're like dodging it as it comes past you. You're there, duck, dip, dive, and dodging. But I have my friend Kay, who I worked with. Rest in peace, Kay. Not that she's dead, but that she moved companies and no longer works with me. My friend Kay, she was like, oh yeah, how I deal with caffeine withdrawals is I just drink caffeine every day so I can never get a withdrawal. I just never stop. I'm stuck drinking caffeine for every day for the rest of my life forever. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Bot that got banned by Saribot. Dr. Hessel's free. Free from ad prison. Was it cramped in there? Did you have mushroom? Truly, I am a master of comedy. You'll have coffee as food flavoring. Yeah, coffee flavored food is good. Coffee flavored cake. And it's interesting. It's interesting to me that they're like the tea drinkers, cause that's just hot leaf juice, right? It's just hot leaf juice. I don't really feel like leaves are that tasty, but to each their own, I guess. A prison made of mushroom? Gross. Gross. You might as well... My manager would have said you might as well had a prison made of boogers. There's no need to diss the tea. It's just hot leaf juice. It's just hot leaf juice. And if you can't handle the truth, then that's your problem. That's your problem. Bad opinion detected. I think your bad opinion radar is wrong. Your bad opinion detector is wrong. You need it recalibrated. You need it recalibrated because I was just spitting facts. Outdated form of communication, but I just had to use the facts right there. You prefer your drinks not to be too strong, Penbu? Penbu? I need to know. I need to know. Are you a LaCroix drinker? Do you like the taste of LaCroix? Where their flavor is like, oh yes, we made this drink in a factory that was next to the orchard. That's where all the orange flavoring comes from, is we were just next to the orchard. Or we had a big pool. We had a big pool of LaCroix and we dropped a single orange peel into the pool and that gave all the orange flavor. Yes, yes indeed. LaCroix is too subtle for you? Good. LaCroix is unholy. It is not as God intended for man. Honestly, whoever created LaCroix was like... Did they even have taste buds? You know what I think? Okay, so I had a high school friend who was telling me about... He was telling me about a wonder diet, right? And he was like, Belle, there's this interesting diet I've heard about where all you do for 2 weeks, everything you eat, you only eat things made from potato. You only eat things made from potato. And I was like, huh? What? Why would you do that? That doesn't sound healthy. What kind of diet isn't healthy? That sounds awful. Why would anyone eat only potatoes for 2 weeks? There seems like no upsides. It's definitely not healthy for you, right? All that starch. And he's like, Belle, you don't get it. Belle, you don't get it. The point of the diet isn't for it to be healthy. The point of the diet is that after you eat only potatoes for 2 weeks, everything tastes amazing. Everything after the 2 potato weeks suddenly has like 10 times the flavor. That must have been what the creator of LaCroix did. They went on the 2-week potato diet. They went on the 2-week potato diet, and then afterward they created LaCroix, and they're like, yes, this is a nice amount of flavor. People will enjoy this tiny drop of orange in the big pool of LaCroix. Sometimes I think about that diet and I'm tempted to try it. Try the 2-week potato diet. Try the 2-week potato diet. Hi Ash. I'm not that wild. I'm perfectly tame right now. Wild hour starts in like 3 hours or something like that. That's the real wild bell hours. They start after stream is done. but yeah, normal bell yapping for her Friday stream start. Shh. Shh. No one needs to know. Ash, no one needs to know. If you keep talking and you keep telling them, I'm gonna have to gag you. but we were talking about a 2-week potato diet where all you eat for 2 weeks is things made from potato. And there's no health benefit to this. It is purely to cleanse your palate.
Gag me?
It is clearly to cleanse your palate so everything tastes amazing afterwards. After 2 weeks of potato, everything tastes amazing. Maybe I do promise. Maybe I do. but like, can you imagine? Someone had to have this idea. Someone had to think to themselves, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat only potatoes for 2 weeks. I'm gonna do Irish Simulator. 1850 something Ireland Simulator. Exactly, Ash. 2 weeks of me would burn out all your taste receptors. You'd be so incredibly oversaturated with my amazingness that nothing else could compare. That's why I only stream 3 times a week. It's purely for your own safety. Purely for your mental sanity, because nothing could compare. Exactly. One sec. Sorry, I need to drink water because my mouth is getting dry from yapping so long, and my throat's a little sore. I think I'm getting sicky. Hopefully the water helps. Hopefully tomorrow I don't sound dead and dry, raspy voice.
Thirsty Bell.
That's my secret, Ash. That's my secret. I'm always thirsty. I'm always thirsty. I hate you, Hessel. I hate you, Hessel. The Nobel Prize? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is there a little Hessel running around out there? Are you training your dad joke skills? Frick! The Nobel Prize? How dare you? How dare you? Straight to prison. And no, there will be no Nobel Prizes because anyone who stops watching me for a month will just get executed. Just get executed, Dio. Did you guys see earlier today? Henya's back from her recovery from COVID. So she's like, I'm back, Dio, on Twitter. And then everyone's response on Twitter was, welcome back, Dio. We had welcome back, Dio trending on Twitter. You know what it was right under on the trending? You know what else was trending on Twitter? Mating. Why? I don't even know why. Why is mating trending on Twitter?
Let's do
I don't
like
know.
the French and dispose of this monarch.
How dare you? There will be no disposal of the bell. There will be no disposal of the bell. Also, when I looked at the trending tag for mating, you know, just for science purposes, just I needed to know why it was trending, obviously. All the freaking posts are like, yeah, blank is my mate. What an awesome guy. You know, like that mate as in like friendly, right? Like, oh yeah, these blokes are my mates, right? That was all the posts. It was mate as a noun, and somehow that counted towards the trending tag mating. Bell Gacha game? How many times would you pull for me? Would you empty your wallet for me for 5-star SSR Bell? Talking about lab genetics, lab genetics is closer to the definition of mate that I was thinking, because in that way mates are like, you know, your partners. But they were talking about just like mates, like just like friends, right? Yes, spend all your money on the Breakable Gacha. You need to have the 5-star SSR belt, and you need max copies. You need max copies, otherwise you're doomed to eternal pain and suffering in purgatory, and you won't be able to beat the weekly boss. Australian cultural victory? Yeah, I mean... I guess it's kind of uncommon for Americans to say mate, like in that friendly way. I don't know. I personally have a decent amount of friends from, you know, Australia and the UK. And even some, I had a friend from South Africa who would say mate, like in that like friend way. So it's really not that weird to me. But I know like most Americans don't use that word that way. The weekly boss is you? What do you mean the weekly boss is you? You're the nightly boss. In fact, you're not I'm the boss. Nightly. Twitch is gonna ban me. Twitch hates VTubers. You have to be, I guess we have to be, as VTubers, we have to be very careful on Twitch to not even remotely toe the line of sexual content. Otherwise, we get banned. Why are all the Twitch accounts for VTubers getting, like, targeted, hunted by the Twitch police? I don't know. You've stopped using mate as, like, a friend word? Did your friends look at you weird? Did your mates look at you weird? Did they think you were just being a little cheeky, mate? Flesh troopers can be basically nude, but yeah, exactly. Guys, you like... I don't understand it. If you go to the hot tub and pools category, they're basically naked. But VTubers, I guess you can't even have exposed hips. You can't even expose your hips. Thankfully, I'm very mature look. Very clean, very mature look. Very mindful, very demure. That's why VTubers agencies focus on YouTube. I don't know. I think YouTube has a different culture for VTubers. Especially because I think in other countries, YouTube is bigger, right? In North America, Twitch is very large. In Europe, I think Twitch is very large, but I think, you know, in like Japan, where VTubers really started, right? I think in like Japan, YouTube's more of a staple, right? In Asia, YouTube is more of a staple than Twitch. Hot tubs and pools category has different requirements. I mean, I guess. But I think my understanding now is VTubers, even if they're like set to, even if they have like the hot tub in shot, right? That's like the supposed counter, is they're like still in danger nowadays. I mean, I've never seen such a streamer, but I've heard there are streamers that like, it's girls that just sit on glass chairs, and the point of view is literally looking up at them sitting on the camera. I can't. Someone cooked with that idea. They knew what they were doing, and I'm not saying that it was wrong for them to do it, but someone had to have a long think and be like, yes, this is how we will farm. This is how we will farm the viewers. Yeah, Twitch is non-existent in Asia? Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, Korea, Twitch is like Twitch doesn't even support Korea, right? And of course if you talk about China, like, everything starts becoming unavailable, right? Because China's China. But like, the other Asian countries, it's still way bigger YouTube, right? YouTube has presence everywhere. Twitch is only like Western places, I think, is where you really see Twitch. YouTube scales better, Mystery? I don't know. Sort of. Like, if it's sort of true, because YouTube has that thing where, like, basically when you make YouTube content, it stays up forever. So people can always find you, and that's really good. But Twitch seems to have like a... Twitch wouldn't be as big as it is if it wasn't good, right? Twitch is clearly very good, because it's definitely, at least in the West, known as the go-to stream platform, I think. Because if you have a friend who says they're like a streamer, you're gonna assume it's Twitch, I think. I don't think people are going to assume YouTube. I think the first assumption is Twitch. Unless it, you know, you meet that one girl who's like, oh yeah, I'm a streamer, and you're like, oh, what's your Twitch? And she's like, Twitch? What's Twitch? And then, you know, she's probably streaming to other sites. Probably streaming to other sites. Yeah, you can absolutely make more money from YouTube. That's what... remember, I think it was like 5 or so years ago, a bunch of creators moved to YouTube, because YouTube offered them like big-ass contracts for many, many buckaroos, because YouTube's got that Google money. YouTube's got that Google money, and they offered them like lots and lots of money to switch to exclusively YouTube. But now a bunch of them are coming back. Because I think just because as a viewer experience, the Twitch experience is better for viewers. And for streamers is what I think. But YouTube is way better for anyone who's not there in that exact moment, right? Like lurkers or people who want to watch VODs. YouTube's way better. And there's a lot of value to that, right? But Twitch is big for a reason. You think Twitch has an advantage from being the first streaming site? Maybe. But even now, I feel like a lot of viewers will say that they just prefer Twitch in terms of the viewing experience, right? Where it's easy to clip, you know, there's all this stuff already set up for chat, right? Streamers get a lot more tools in Twitch in terms of mod powers and stuff like that, management skills. But yeah, it does suck for growth, right? Because Twitch, your growth is carried by raids. Your growth is carried by raids, whereas YouTube, you can pull growth from the algorithm because you end up with videos, you end up with VODs. That's so helpful. In Twitch, if they miss the stream, they miss the stream. They will never find it. It scares you, Mystery? I don't know. If you don't like it, YouTube's fine, but I personally, when I watch stuff as a viewer, I enjoy Twitch much better. I enjoy Twitch much better. Yeah, there's YouTube does lack a lot of the interactivity. I should set up more interactable stuff with plugins and whatnot. Twitch has more interactive. I don't know if that's necessarily true, because I feel like cultural-wise, it's really what the streamer fosters, right? Because all the VTubers from HoloLive, which are on YouTube, are the same level more or less of interactivity. I feel like they're just chatting with their viewers the whole time. You're writing vids right now, and you're really excited to release them. Cool. I have a lot of video ideas that I'm sort of excited to do, but I also am petrified by the dread of editing. Frick me. And honestly, it's really bad. I'm one of those people, when I'm afraid of something, I just procrastinate it off and off and off. You're 75% done with your model and debut materials? Heck yeah, Ash, I can't wait. Hessel, do you enjoy editing? Hessel? If you enjoy editing, maybe we could work together sometime. Because editing makes me hate my life. Editing makes me feel like my brain fry. Not even that, it feels like it takes so much work to achieve just simple effects, right? Even making the camera pan a little bit for me, that I feel like to get that the way I want takes 30 minutes. And you have to, for a video, you might have to do that hundreds of times. I don't want that. Very convincible through monetary transactions. That seems to be a common trend. You enjoy animating, Ash? I also feel like animating is a lot of work. Cause I have done some minor animations, right? I've done, especially as weird it is, I've done animating through Live 2D, because that's the only real one. Live 2D and Krita are the two things that I've used to animate stuff, and animating is it's very rewarding. I feel like it feels really good to get a product and see it almost immediately turn into what you want it to turn into. But it's so much time. It's so much work. And I also see a lot of YouTubers that have pretty good animations, and I wonder if there's an easier way to do it than what I've been doing. What's Moho Pro? Time to hire an editor, Penbu? part of me is well, if you're not making money doing this, you can't justify spending money doing it. But also, I think you're right. I think I should just pay an editor to start editing videos for me. Then I wouldn't have this paralysis of making stuff. Interesting. Also, I sort of want to switch to Clip Studio Paint away from Krita. But Clip Studio Paint licenses are you only get 2 machines or something like that. And I think I want to build a new computer sometime within the next 6 months. So I'm sort of waiting to build a new computer, build a nice, cool, fancy new computer that'll be an exclusive streaming and content creation computer. And then maybe I'll get Clip Studio Paint on there. You use Blender? 3D modeling sounds terrifying to me. Although, in some senses, maybe it shouldn't be, because I've already done sort of 3D modeling. I've done CAD modeling, right? Normal engineering things, but I don't know. That also, everything's so much work. So much time. I just want to sit here and be creative and talk and yap and have ideas in my head that immediately transfer and get executed perfectly, but I don't want to put in the work to bring my ideas to life. Hobbies are a money sink anyway. You're right, Penbu. And that's how I justify so many things. Like, that's how I justify having a cleaning lady, right? Because it's like, I can pay this lady $100 a month to do all my cleaning. Or I can do it myself, and it'll probably take me more than $100 worth of my hourly rate, right? My hourly rate, I'll give you guys a hint. $100 for me at an hourly rate is less than 2 hours. It takes me way more than 2 hours to do all the cleaning she would do. '3D anime. 3D anime is like such a... It's weird because if I think about anime, I don't ever think of anything 3D-ish. Maybe Ruby? Does Ruby count as 3D? I guess Ruby is 3D. That's a lot of projects, Ash. That's a lot of projects, Ash. How do you have the time and energy and focus to work on so many projects? I can barely stream on time every week. Man. I think... Frick. I'm convinced now. I'm gonna hire an editor and we're gonna start pumping out more videos. You're obsessed? Okay. I mean... It's not that I don't want to do projects. I would love doing projects. I want to work on projects, but I'm also just so tired all the time, and I also, like... not enough hours. I wish I would work projects all day, every day, if I didn't have a job. After I get home from work, all I want to do is relax. I'm such a lazy girl. Oh, you don't have a day job? Oh. Well, I can see it then, right? Because then, like, these projects become your day job. Which sounds cool! It sounds so cool! But I would not be able to pay my bills if that were my situation. My cost of living is incredibly high. I will never be able to own a home. Frick me. Laid off. It's okay. We can get you laid on. Donate me 4 million so I can become a full-time VTuber? Yes. Yes. I don't think I even have donations set up yet. I really should set those up. But also at the same time, I feel like if people were if they really want to donate, they can always, like, donate subs or donate bits. And I hear those scary things about people donating through PayPal and then they retract their money, and then you as the streamer get charged money. You lose money for them pulling that garbage. You saw a home being sold for 70K? A town with 1 gas station? I mean, I've heard of places. One of my friends used to work in Arkansas. Thank you, Ash. Thank you for throwing things for me. One of my friends used to work in Arkansas, and he said there you could rent like a nice quality apartment for $300 a month. I'm not going to completely dox how much money I make, but my current apartment costs, more or less an order of magnitude more. I could have 10 months of rent in Arkansas for the cost of 1 month of rent here. Fuck. He said over there you could, like, people live off of off of what is it? The unemployment. Yeah, unemployment. He said people live off of unemployment there, and they live like respectable, good lives. You won't charge me rent if I live with you, Ash? Tempting. Tempting idea. I don't know if... How do Canadians feel about Americans? Do they despise us? Do they despise us like the British despise the French? Need basic income? Yeah, I mean, basic income, I'm pro basic income. I think one of the biggest arguments I've heard that really convinced me basic income was good is basic income gives more bargaining power to the employees, right? Because if you don't have basic income, what happens is as an employee, you are like really, really, really bound to your employer. Because if you get laid off or fired or whatever, you're super SOL. You're like going to become homeless. And if you at least get like some basic income, then now you're not super afraid for your life the instant you lose your job. So you can afford to be like a little bit more aggressive in negotiating with your employers. You can say, I don't think you're offering me a good gig. I'm not gonna take it, or something like that, right? Or like, oh yeah, I don't think you're compensating me fairly. I'm gonna quit, right? And if you don't have basic income, you can't afford to do that. It's too dangerous. There's too much risk. You don't think you hate most Americans? Most. You haven't met me. You haven't seen how insane I am. I'm gonna move to Canada and I'm gonna bring 40 guns with me. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. If your choice is between working and death, then it's slavery. That's like a very intense statement. I sort of agree with the sentiment, but that is like a very intense statement. It also gives an incentive for spending, which is vital for the economy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think so many political problems nowadays are like socially are like people are like hating one group for over another. It's like racism or sexism or religiousism. Really, the battle we should be fighting is economic. It really should be like we should be hunting the rich. The economy is killing everyone who's not rich. Class war? Exactly. Exactly. Class war is what we should be. Hold on, guys. I need 1 second. I need to quickly run to the little engineer's room. I need to run to the little engineer's room. Idle meeting. I'll be right back. Sorry. No, no riots. No riots. I'm back from the little engineer's room. And yes, I did wash my hands because I'm a good little engineer. Sorry, I have the bladder of a little girl. My coworkers used to make fun of me because whenever we went on like short trips, like drivable work travel trips, I would always need to ask ask for them to pull over so I could go to use a gas station bathroom and I could pee. Otherwise we'd be in danger of me peeing the car. Wow, there's been some very serious talking going on. Ba-ba. Alt-right and fascism. Oh no. I feel like this is causing me dread thinking about. I am sort of happy though, because I feel like a lot of those people who are a little stuck in the past, hint hint, certain generations that rhyme with moomers, that don't start with Z. Certain generations are maybe on their way out. Not that that's necessarily a thing to be happy about. But they might be holding us back in a couple ways politically. I mean, I think there is conservatives that like argue about things financially, but they're wrong. They're basically just spreading misinformation of like, oh yeah, we can't have socialism, we need good old-fashioned capitalism. Socialism evil. Yeah, obviously, so any money taken by the government, evil. All money should go to big corpa. They'll definitely look out for us. The big companies will definitely look out for us, sure. Boeing's definitely looking out for us. That's why the doors fly off the planes, yep. It's just, I don't know. There's so much people just being set in their ways of like, oh, I think socialism bad. I think any money given to the government bad. I think this bad. Purely just because they hear it is bad, but they don't think about like the actual benefits or risks or rewards of things. You'll talk politics for hours? I mean, so will I. So will I. Maybe I should become a political commentator. No, that's terrible. I mean, talking politics I feel like is so dangerous for a streamer. Such a bad choice, but it's also something I like can get oddly fired up about. About the booba. About the booba.
Just become Hassan.
Did someone say booba? Did someone say pie? I just realized now I can make the joke that there's a little bit of pie between my booba. Become Hassan. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty jealous of Hassan. Hassan gets to just sit there and basically spit out opinions the entire time, and people love him for it.
Hassan is daddy.
But I thought I was daddy. Frick, it's been almost 2 hours and we've just yapped about random stuff. Not that I mind. Like, I love having chat engaged. Because I feel like a lot of the time when I'm like playing games, I feel like I'm maybe not that good at engaging chat and keeping you guys entertained. So I'm glad I can. Hassan with boobs? I mean, have you guys seen Hassan? The man's, I'm not gonna say he's got boobs, but he's certainly got pecs. He's a good-looking guy. He's a good-looking guy.
Minecraft stream when?
Minecraft stream? You're going to bed? Good night, Panboo. Thanks for hanging out. I really enjoyed you spending some time here. Hope you have a good night. And I hope hope your early morning treats you well. What do you mean, Mod going to sleep now, you riot? There will be no riots here. I'll break out the tear gas. Don't make me. And by tear gas, I mean I'll cry while burping or something like that. I'm the snack. Delicious. Delicious! Speaking of, your girl didn't have dinner today. Frick. She got caught up in YouTube videos and gacha games, and then she looked at the time and it was 8 p.m. So there was no time to acquire Din Din. I'll have to have late night Din Din. After stream. Nope, Penboo, I don't have mods. Yet. Mainly because I would appoint mods, except I don't feel like there's need for them right now, right? And we're such a small group. There's like not even 10 people that I regularly see in my channel. I feel like that's not necessarily a reason for me to have mods yet. But maybe, I don't know. Need to grow the community more. Hopefully that's something that's within my power, but frick, I'm so lazy. I feel so bad. I went to TwitchCon and I got so motivated with all the panels. They're like, yeah, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. This will grow your channel. Stream more, make more content, do this, be interactive, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yes, I will do this. I will become the next mega streamer. I'll be Ninja, I'll be Ludwig, I'll be Jinxie. And then I got home and I was like, I'm tired. I do have Seribot, thankfully. Seribot at least takes care of the, like, blatant bots posting links to weird viewer sites. But I hope later on the community grows. And when the community gets bigger, then you have to have mods for, like, actual people, right? Make sure people aren't spouting hate speech on stream. That would be bad. But that's problems for future Belle when she's more successful. Have a good night though, like I said, Pendant. I hope you sleep well. I hope Canada's nice and comfy. Aerospace modded Minecraft? Hessel? I've not even played normal Minecraft, to be honest. I'll say Minecraft sort of seems off-putting to me. Just the fact that it's also blocky. The other thing is, first-person games make me motion sick. And that feels like my freaking mom used to laugh at me. Because of course as like a little younger Belle in high school, I played a lot of video games and my mom was like, eh, Belle, why you spend so much time playing video games? And then later on I'd be like, yeah, so I don't play this game or this game or this game because they make me motion sick. And my mom fucking laughed at me. She's like, Belle sits all day on the computer, and it turns out she can't even. These games make her motion sick. Are you freaking kidding me? I was ready to snap her neck. Rotary craft will be a brain blast. Reactor craft? Oh my gosh. I mean, I do have like a lot of fun with the like sort of engineering games. I've been having a lot of fun with Turing Complete, the game where you build a processor. You slowly build a full computer out of basic logic gates. And I'm not even halfway done, but like we've been playing that on Tuesdays because Tuesdays are the learning days, and I've been having so much fun with that. But really what I've been doing with all my game time is I've been playing WoW, and I've been playing gacha games. Do not play Factorio, and I mean, I feel like the play is to not start any more video games, because I already have crippling video game addiction. Imagine if I had chosen to just not start playing gacha games when I did, I would actually have so much more time and motivation to do things that I should be doing, like editing videos. Frick. Now all I want to do is play gacha games. And I'm sort of jealous because I know there are bigger content creators who their content is gacha games. But I feel like I have to build a better base before I can do stuff like that, right? Where you get to sit and you have to work to build your foundation, and then you can relax and play games and enjoy the community. Sorry, drinking more water because throat dry, and I also peed out all the water just now. Maybe that's too much information. Little girl bladder. Speaking of video games, though, I still haven't played. I haven't played the most recent story of Wuthering Waves. Partly because my understanding is it's supposed to be really good, and I sort of wanted to play it on stream. So maybe we'll play a little bit of that tonight, just because chat is dying down a little, and it's getting late. And it's getting to the wee hours where I think people sort of just want to sit back and, you know, relax and watch some cool story gameplay. Watch some cute girls. I mean, that's why you're on my stream, right? To watch cute girls. One sec while I get it all set up. Hassel, do you ever have problems capturing full-screen games? Like, I can set it to capture, and then as soon as I click my OBS to like change anything, then it'll freeze frame the capture. On whatever, like whatever frame that game was on. And it won't go back when I click back over to the window. I think I've got bad streamer disease, where I can't even figure out my OBS. Do. Ba-ba. Up. Gotta change the stream title. The caffeine is hitting different? What form did you take your caffeine in? Did you have isn't it super late for caffeine, too? It's like solidly nighttime everywhere, right? Caffeine capture. You do. Yeah, but you're not in India! And you know it! I can prove it because I know it's nighttime for you and it's not nighttime in India. Checkmate! Checkmate! Why does my OBS never capture full screen games correctly?
I am undone. Exactly.
Get wrecked by circular logic. No one has a counter for circular logic. I honestly have no idea how full screen captures ever work for any full screen games. They never work for me. I just have to use display capture like a plebeian. Yeah. Display capture is so dangerous. I hate this. Okay. Background music. Done. Put it into windowed mode or full screen window. I don't know if this game has that as an option. Let's quickly adjust things. Do. Screen mode. Ah! It's just full screen and windowed. I don't know. It makes me angry. It makes me angry.
Onwards. Forgive me.
I know streamers have ways that they make it work though, right? Certainly not everyone suffers through this inability, because streamers play full screen games all the time. Okay. Story. Finally getting to catch up on the story that I've held myself back from playing for 2 weeks. Here. Cute girls, here we come! Wait, so Hessel, that means you do have problems too, also with full screen games, right? You also struggle?
Well, look who I bumped into. A Midnight Ranger.
But you say you have game capture primary. Game capture doesn't work for me when the games are full screen. Oh, you never play full screen? Interesting.
Rover, you're finally here.
This is very soft. Who's this girl?
Rover, huh? Delighted to make your acquaintance.
She's so cute. She has a snowflake in her hair.
This is Yoo-Hoo from Jinzhou. Like Mr.
Yoo-Hoo.
She's an expert in antiques. That's me.
What brings an antiques expert here?
To uncover clues about hidden antiques.
Rest in
of
peace,
course.
ads.
Since Mount Firmament reopened, Master and I noticed artifacts from there popping up in the market.
Yeah, cause all the artifacts there are suddenly now transportable
Aside from
without
Quest
people
Savante
dying.
gadgets, there are still plenty of mystery items that don't exactly scream Mount Firmament, you know?
Also, I just realized her eyebrows are like little clouds. So cute.
So...
So,
So I'm betting they're from the port city of Guizhou.
she has the free wind face. It's so cute. She's such a cutie. I received a message from Yang Yang.
Yes. I remember you mentioned wanting to learn more about your past ties to the Black Shores. The battle in Norfolk Barrens is over, and the Black Shores should be withdrawing. But they've asked the Midnight Rangers to monitor the area around the port city of Guizhou.
Human grade dog treats, Hessel? I'm not sure what that even means, right? Cause I feel like Jack in the Box is dog food grade human food. So if that's human food, can the dog treats be that grade? And then they're essentially just still dog food grade?
I thought this might be your chance to gather more information about them.
More information about the Black Shores? How are the Black Shores involved here? But thanks for remembering, Yang.
Huh?
Eh?
You, brought it up before.
Oh, she's flustered! She's flustered!
Aw, Yang Yang's got a soft spot for you, huh? Are you her special someone?
You're darn right I am.
Oh, come on. I just know it means a lot to you.
It does. And you're so sweet for remembering.
Relax, I'm just teasing. So, you're tracking the Black Shores too?
Human grade dog treats. Eh. The Blake bloom that Alto gave us.
Since we're on
Black
the same
flowers are
trail,
so
how about teaming
odd
up?
looking. The cloud, I can't unsee the cloud eyebrows now.
Let this master be your guide. You and me, dream team. Nothing's gonna slow us down.
Welcome back, Hessel. Welcome back from the dog treat prison. I was just wondering, like, in terms of dog treats, if they're human grade, but we have like human food that is like dog treat grade, right? Like Jack in the Box is like basically dog food. Taco Bell is like basically dog food grade meat. Can they say that the dog treats are human grade if they just match Taco Bell, even though that's basically just dog food grade anyway?
Not to boast, but epic adventures tend to have a way of finding me.
That's definitely boasting. They're not epic adventures if you're like 8.
Let's talk to that bloom bearer first.
And how dare you keep saying Taco Bell? Frick you. Frick you. I'll show you a Taco Bell. Your mom's got a Taco Bell. I need more louder audio still. Yeah, that sounds better. Flashbang? Which one's the flashbang? Settings page? Too bright? Rip eyes? Rip the darkness in your room? Whoa! What is this outfit?
That's weird. These parameters are correct, but nothing's happening. What's going on?
She British? She British? Are you a bloom bearer from the Black Shores?
Yes. Need something? Oh, so you're the one Alto invited earlier.
The one and only.
Oh, sorry. I didn't recognize you. Golden pupils.
How
and
can
this
you not
gold
recognize me?
blue. Yeah, it's you all right.
I'm the one and only Rover. Look at my beautiful red eye makeup. Okay, Hassel. Don't lie. You are a cave dweller. Troglodyte. What does troglodyte even mean?
I'm Nia.
But it sounds
a
fitting for
Bloom
you.
bearer from the Black Shores. Didn't expect to meet someone as important as you under these circumstances.
Hi, Nia. Your outfit has knee pads. I wonder what those could be for.
I know it's unusual, but could you help me out now that we're working together?
Hold on, I haven't decided if I want to join the Black Shores.
But Uncle mentioned you'd be joining soon.
Can you explain what's going on first?
Actually, we're monitoring abnormal parameters and detected a problematic frequency that needs to be taken back to the Black Shores.
I'm just telling you the truth, Hessel. Like I said, I spit facts.
The port city of Guishu was decimated by the lament. If this frequency goes unchecked, it could trigger another catastrophe.
Are the stakes really that high?
Yes.
Are they really that
The
high?
system sent us to locate and recover this frequency as soon as possible to prevent a potential disaster. Our
Huh.
agents relayed the coordinates, but since then I've lost contact with them, which doesn't sit well. I'm stuck here monitoring. Can't leave my post.
We can ho! Do you guys see the cake?
Do you think you could help check out what happened?
Sheesh.
If things aren't looking good,
Even
we
through
might
that,
have to inform Jinjo City Hall.
even through
like
that
we did before.
jumpsuit.
They'll need to act fast then. That's the worst case scenario. If we contain the frequencies that Tether's system advises, nothing bad will happen.
I want to help her. As an outrider, it's my duty to safeguard the peace.
Guess I'll take charge. No surprise there.
Thank you.
Eh.
It's reassuring to have a Midnight Ranger with us. I'll send you the coordinates of the abnormal frequency.
What do you mean by abnormal
Could be
frequency?
the reverberations or something in the sonorospheres. In Solaris, frequencies can be anything. One thing's for sure though. This frequency represents gravity.
Eh?
It's abnormal because it has its own gravitational center. You should be able to feel a palpable anomaly near it. That's how you can locate it.
Your mom has her own gravitational center. I feel the attraction every night.
I'll still handle it smoothly, but remember, your safety matters most. Don't hesitate to retreat if you run into any real danger. And once you're back, we'll hurry to the Black Shores to upload it to the tether system. Oh, I forgot you haven't been to the Black Shores, have you?
Not yet.
No worries. I'll be your guide then.
You can guide me any night. Or day.
Um,
Or day. I guess day is fine too. If you know you're not that comfortable at night. What? Ghost? Final Fantasy defense. Still have to wait a week to get your paycheck. Rest in peace. More ghosties? Mommy, when's the next subway? Oh, sweetheart, it's just 10 minutes away. It won't be long. Grandpa and Grandma are making your favorite dishes. Aw, that's so cute. That's so sweet. Why are there all these random civilians just standing here like ghosts? You should hold a vendetta forever. You should feel so egregiously assaulted that you feel the need to come back to my stream every time to try and reclaim your pride. Have a good night, Hassel. Too short-sighted to spare a glance at the stars above. Those who don't revere the stars will eventually fade into history. Yeah, you better revere me. You better revere me. Never forgive, always forget.
I sense the presence of tacit discords below.
What's the
Be
big
angry
deal?
all the time
Just
and
some
have no...
plants. I won't even break a sweat.
Something feels different about them. Be careful.
Very suspicious. Kapow. She does so little damage. Is that just because she's not built? What role do you play? I just want to see your ult. I just want to see your ult.
Oh, stars, heed my calling.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are they explode? Whoa, they exploded. They self-destructed.
Take that.
How does this system work? Alright,
Ouch.
ulti.
On my side. Ooh.
Yeah, spoon. Wait, it didn't do anything. What was it supposed to do? What was it supposed to do? I'm so confused. What happened in the ulti? Why are these people glowing red? Red with anger.
What? Look for survivors, quick!
They're all dead. It's too late, Yang Yang. That's why they're fucking glowing red. It's weird that they glow red only at the edges, though.
It's too late.
Rip.
So they're the agents Neil was waiting for.
Rip.
What happened here?
Yeah? Is she evil? Who's we?
Time is running out. Hoda. My name is Hoda.
What kind of name is Hoda?
This is
I guess what kind of name is
my
Yang Yang, too?
name. I once lived under it as a bloom bearer.
Is this you're doing with the Bloom Bears?
Which one of us are you talking to? Men or women?
Yeah?
Or children? Do you hear the echoes of our lament?
Stop being such a bench.
Remember it all. Remember your past. The past you turned your back on. The past as one of the black shores.
Yeah?
And respond. Respond to the promises you made. Towards the future we are bound to share. Salvation is forging a world where saving is no longer needed.
Wait, did we black out?
No, no. They want you to become a part of them. I can't let it happen. Run! Run!
Run, Belle PE, run!
What you seek is on the girl.
Yeah?
She has it.
Oh, what does any of this have to do with me?
Did her
Where did it
accent
go?
change?
No, wait! Don't go over there!
It claimed it was the gravitational center we're looking for. Must be the abnormal frequency the Black Shores want recovered.
The remaining frequency there is in extreme chaos. It's dangerous.
Everything's dangerous, Yang Yang. We're fighting a war here.
Hey, what's happening? It's starting to glow. It must be from the Black Shores. Look at this.
Mysterious object pulses with rhythmic light, seemingly harboring some form of frequency.
I need to learn more about this thing. My master and I guessed it's from the Black Shores, and now it looks like we were right.
The abnormal frequency definitely links to the deaths of those bloom bearers. Now it's hiding in this object, but I can still feel its strong attachment to the Black Shores.
Why can you feel it, Yang Yang?
Capabilities. Besides, they also mentioned Rover and the fall of the port city of Guishu.
We should meet with that bloom bearer first and explain the situation. This is best left to the experts.
We need to keep her informed.
Let's go. I have a bad feeling about this. I sense there's more to this than meets the eye. Port city of Guishu must hold secrets waiting to be discovered.
The group moves forward. Yang Yang informs the Midnight Ranger. Oh, how was I supposed to read it at that speed?
Thanks.
Huh? Up there!
Oh shit! Butterfly? It's a cute girl!
Welcome home.
The wandering traveler. At last, you have returned.
I came back for you! You're so cute!
Here, the story both ends and begins anew. I am pleased to see you back.
And some
on these
heals.
shores.
It's a really interesting design for the heels.
Wherever you venture, be it Huanglong or Rinasita, I will always be here, waiting.
What's Renacita? That's a nice name.
No matter how far you wander, you will always find me here, on these black shores.
Wait, what happened to Yang Yang and the girl? Butterfly across the sea. Lizard getting picked up to add to my next meal. Oh. Sea fly traps. Used in cooking. Bad guys. We farm them because we're the best. Because we're the best. Nova?
Would these be enough for your needs?
New flowers?
Tell me if there's anything else you want. Forgive me. The lines of Jin
And title heritage. Excellent, excellent. Why am I in combat? What am I in combat with? Where are you, bad guy? Another lizard for my next meal? The mushrooms in the background?
Finally out of the cave. But why is the fog still so thick? I can't even see you.
Because
How do you
you're a
not see
veiled
me?
rock. Your vision is veiled. Now, how about explaining what brings you here, uninvited guests?
You should already know, Alto. I can recognize your voice.
What?
He didn't even know it was us before he lifted the fog?
Is it really you? No, don't let this be a dream. At last, you've come to me, to the Black Shores. Precisely. But how did you manage to get here? I see. The situation doesn't look good.
Why doesn't it look good?
Hoda might not be one of us. But I'm curious. Could I have a look at that item the antique dealer gave you? Huh.
Here's the memory
Didn't
stick.
expect to see it outside Mount Firmament.
What is it?
A monitoring register. We Black Shores members place these around the world to keep an eye on the Sentinels. If anything happens to them, we'll know immediately.
But you didn't know what happened to Jue in time.
Looks like it was also used to record abnormal frequencies in the port city of Guishu.
But why were we teleported here?
Maybe the Tethys system has a soft spot for you. But without more details, I can't say for sure. Since your arrival, has anything unusual caught your eye?
The cute girl with the butterfly.
A person in light blue. Huh. Could it be the shorekeeper?
The shorekeeper?
Yes. The elusive guardian of the Black Shores, who is said to be always watching our true leader, shielding us from danger. It seems you've had quite the encounter. In times of great adversity, the shorekeeper will reveal herself and support our true leader, who,
'Cause it's me.
at the destined moment, will arise to save and guide the Black Shores. Fantastical or not, that's all we've got to go on.
Does that not obviously
There
indicate
must be a
it's me?
reason she went to such lengths for you. Anyway, let's not get carried away. We should head to the greenhouse. The abnormal frequency you collected needs to be uploaded to the Tethys system as soon as possible, in order to avoid another lament in the port city of Guishu. Given that we've already lost enough of our own to it, we need more bloom bearers to handle this. As for the information you're after,
Eh?
it's already spread this far.
What spread?
Sounds like the Tethys malfunction is getting worse. We need to hurry. Time is one luxury we do not have. Let's save the rest for the road.
Why? Alto's normally such a goofy guy. It's so weird to have him being, like, serious. What is it? Is this a robot? It can push me? Oh, it has a sad face. As the other one performs surgery on it. Is that a gun? That's a gun?
Hey, can you hear me? Is that you, Rover? Are you okay? We couldn't reach you for so long. Yang was freaking out. Someone must have teleported us away from the port city of Guishu when things went south. You know, in the blink of an eye, we were back in Jinzhou. Hey,
Oh, so you got sent somewhere
find
else.
you?
Yep. Yep, I'm on an island.
Don't worry, It happens a lot around here. The Black Shores sits atop a massive tacitite, wreaking havoc on standard communications. Once you reach the greenhouse, you could patch them in near a beacon.
Patch 'em
Only
in,
our
got it.
beacons can cut through the tacitite's interference.
Robot? Robot? Coup Money? What a name. Coup. When it comes to classic games on the TR-1200, you don't stand a chance against me. Not in the slightest. Why is this robot talking?
Well, in a sense, yes. They're directly linked to the Tethys system. Their voice frequencies are encoded into languages we can understand. If you think about it, they could be considered a unique living race. As for the Tethys system, imagine it as a supercomputer. The Black Shores relies on its calculations to observe, forewarn, and solve anything lament related. Anyway, let me introduce you to Coup Money. They
Coup
manage
Money.
cash flow and keep
Bitch.
tabs on robot terminals across the region. They're the shrewd profiteer of the Black Shores.
Money manager, huh? Yo, hold up. You can't call me that. Every move I make is about stacking those chips for the Black Shores.
Easy there. Let's get back to business. The recent quake stirred up Tacitite's interference. How's your underground connection holding? Huh. That's comforting. Hey, you could give the abnormal frequency to Coup Money. They'll handle the upload.
We're trusting this thing with the frequency? You've got skills if you snag the abnormal frequency from Port City of Guaishu. Better not underestimate you.
How's the upload?
I do have skills,
Already
bitch.
sent the data back to Tethys?
All done. What's going on, Alto? I've never seen you this
Tethys
serious.
system has been shaky lately. You've noticed, right? What's worse, along with the data, we've received some terrible news. The bloom bearers we sent to the port city Guishu. We lost them all.
He's so angry looking. How did that happen? What happened in that city?
Since you're linked to the Tethys' databank, can you check if there's a bloom bearer named Hoda registered? She might have something to do with the deaths of our people.
She seemed to be able to control gravity. She referred to herself as we. No one matching the description of someone who has a forte controlling gravity. I haven't heard of anyone with such an ability either. Gravity control? Sounds far-fetched. I'd sooner believe in someone minting shell credits. Keep me posted if you find one. Sure thing. We can split the shell credits they generate 30-70. I'll take the 70, you take the 30. That's the deal.
Says Mr. Cheapskate.
Frickin' money grabber. Here, take this. He just gave us a bunch of money? Sorry? We get allocated money. Find you when we burn through it all.
That's not fair. You've never given me that much before.
He has a mustache. I deducted the money you lost to me in games. It was all you had left. By the way, are you headed to the greenhouse? If a bloom bearer dies outside the Black Shores, we bring their body back and keep Monica in the loop. Oh, we need to send out a warning as usual. There's still a lot to do.
Coup Money is right. Just in case, the Tethys system is very likely to send out a warning to Jinzhou about an imminent lament in the port city of Guishu. As for Hoda, if she's a bloom bearer, there should be a record of her in the system. And if such a resonator existed, the Black Shores would definitely know.
So they have fucking records of every resonator ever? And all their fortes?
there's another possibility.
She's not from the Black Shores?
Yeah, that's one possibility. Not to worry, if the machine route doesn't work, there's another way. Let's go to the greenhouse. Most of us like to gather there, and Monica, our chief administrator, is stationed there as well.
Coup Money's personal collection. Ask Alto about the robot. Tell me about the robot.
Hey, what's in your mind?
Can robots grow a desire for money too?
You ever play those RPGs? Each character's got a backstory, right? Well, these robots are no different. The Tethys system gives them all their own personalities. Take Kumoni, for instance. Tethys programmed it to be a crafty deal maker.
That's why he's got the freaking fancy
knows?
top hat.
Maybe one day you'll come across a robot you really click with.
No?
Once you're ready, we'll head over to the greenhouse and meet Monica.
A robot we really click with, huh? I've got one in mind.
Soar against the winds.
Activate the beacon. Hi, Monica. I like the hair. That's a really nice hairdo.
Alto, there you are. And this is...
How do you not know me? I'm the
robot
protagonist.
just arrived. She's the one we invited earlier. The mysterious resonator who appeared in Jinzhou.
So you're the resonator who confronted the Threnodian. I honestly didn't expect to meet you in person. Sorry, I got a bit carried away. My name's Monica, the chief administrator, or housekeeper around here.
You can keep my house anytime. Wow, her hair's actually so nice.
I was supposed to show you around, but things are quite hectic right now. My apologies.
You heard about what happened in Guishu, right?
Yes, we received word from Jinzhou City Hall about their actions. We also alerted them to the Tethys system's likely warning of a potential lament in the port city of Guishu. The data you brought back has been uploaded to the system, but as you know, Tethys has been unstable.
So the problem isn't solved.
Exactly. We need Tethys functioning normally to fully resolve this. But retrieving the abnormal frequency was a significant step forward. Those bloom bearers didn't sacrifice themselves in vain. It could have been much worse if they hadn't risked their lives to transmit the coordinates back to Nia. And thank you for risking your life to retrieve the data.
No
What's the
problem.
current situation?
Efforts to stabilize the Tethys system are underway.
Good to hear. By the way, since you deal with all our contacts, does the name Hoda ring any bells? She claims to be a bloom bearer.
Maybe it's something else, like Hodor. Hold the door.
Hoda? No, I don't recall any bloom bearer by that name. Why do you ask? So this is related to that abnormal frequency.
Maybe. She's a traitor.
Wouldn't she still be in the records though then, Alto?
That theory doesn't hold water. Not only are traitors incredibly rare in our history, they're all documented. And there is no record of her in the system. Was she trying to mislead us?
She told me I was once part of the Black Shores.
That's strange. Because we just added you to the recruitment list recently.
Yeah, she's quite the mystery. Monica, can you try to gather more info about this Hoda for us?
Of course. If it concerns the security of the Black Shores, it's my job. If this person was truly residing in that abnormal frequency, she could be responsible for those deaths.
If she was residing in the abnormal frequency, did we just upload it
We've
to...
been tricked. We just put it back into Tethys.
Careful!
Oh no! She found her way in. It was a bait.
Well, looks like she's made herself at home in Tethys.
I'll check with Kumani to assess the current situation underground. We need to do everything in our power to protect Tethys from any harm. Could you please accompany Alto to the greenhouse? We need you to find the Kuwata robots.
Kuwata
Also,
robots.
Ensure the modulation device in the greenhouse remains secure.
Done.
I'm sorry. You were meant to have a pleasant time here. When the dust clears, I'd like to formally welcome you to join us.
We have to activate the beacon first. Oh,
Onwards.
talk to Alto.
Gah!
I thought an intel broker like you always stays cool-headed.
I'm frustrated with myself. Got too carried away by your presence to think straight. I thought we could easily resolve that
Rookie
issue
mistake.
by uploading the data you brought back to the system. Never considered the possibility of an infiltrator lurking inside. We need to figure out who's behind all this.
Does the Tethys system mean that much to the Black Shores?
Yes. The Black Shore's every move hinges on its decisions, big or small. Without Tethys, it'd just be a barren Tacitite. And if you're after the truth, you'll need its assistance too.
What do we do now?
Actually, Money, Monica, and I don't have top clearance to the Tethys system. Our access is limited.
Wait, so who has top
With
clearance?
higher clearance, you could uncover the answers you're looking for.
If not you guys.
All right, let's pick up the pace. We need to find the Kuwata siblings and check on the modulation device. This is your chance to ask anything you want. If anyone
Really?
has answers, it's Tethys. I can't guarantee you'll get everything you're after, but it's worth a shot, right? The greenhouse is just ahead. Let's move.
Activate the beacon first. Why are you... What is with this hat? They do have some pretty cool fashion tastes. All these hats they got. Contact the others.
Finally got through. Hey, you scared us to death.
Sorry, the Tacitites' interference was too strong. I'm in the Black Shores now.
Glad to know you're all right.
Shisha, is that you?
Yeah. Just so you know, we got the Black Shores warning, so we cranked up the defenses in Jinzhou. The Midnight Rangers are preparing to secure the port city of Guishu, and as for the balloon bearers who have passed, we'll bring their bodies back to the Black Shores.
That's nice.
Know the Black Shores hold many answers for you. Your memories, your past. Though the road ahead is uncertain, I hope you find the truth you seek. And
Aw,
please
thanks.
remember, you never have to bear the weight alone. We are here with you.
You should have just said I know you feel romantic about me, Yang Yang. Just confess your love. Just confess. We all know I'm your favorite. Get fricked, bird. Get fricked, bird. Jinshi's plunging attack looks so cool. It's so graceful. Little cartwheel. La la la, happy watering. These guys also have the same hands. Grow and bloom, my sweet little flower. Oh, they're so cute! One of them's face is dead inside. Dead inside. Oh. Don't sneak up on me like that. Are you watering the flowers? Of course. As a capable gardener, I always give ultimate care to all of these flowers, he says with the deadpan face. Planting, watering, pruning, airing, and giving them sunshine. So where's the modulation device? The dead faces. Upstairs, see that piano? That's the modulation device. Please plant a flower. What? analysts choose flower seeds from their hometown. What flower did Camellia plant? Countless. She created an entire garden of flowers. So what kind of flower seed would you like to plant from your hometown? I don't remember where I'm from. No! So if you're a wandering traveler, right? Then a Blake Bloom would probably suit you well. A Blake Bloom. Even if you don't remember your hometown, the Black Shores can be your new home. The Blake Blooms we give each member symbolize that. His facial expression. Cool water, are you feeling that? You're getting the same feeling, right? Yeah. You've met me before, huh? No response. But the Tethys system reacted to your face. Oh. Strange, I found a record of you in the system, but it suddenly disappeared. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Why did Tethys suddenly tell us to leave? Alright, let's go, Koo Water. Koo Money is waiting for us. Their faces? See you next time! They literally just freaking vanish into thin air? Seems like the Tethys system is hiding something from us. However, Koo Water and Koo Plant have already departed. Your best course of action now is to inspect the modulation device. Do we play piano now?
Onwards.
The Seed of Fate. Maybe she's more like a flower than you realize. Oh, what is this? But it seems Alto took the liberty of naming it Money Tree. Of course that's something he would do. Where's Encore's? Is this Encore's? Encore didn't bring any seeds back from her hometown. This might be similar to her own story. Could the flowers in the tale truly be real?
Onwards.
The piano is playing by itself. Spooky! Spooky alert! There's a ghost in here.
Do you know how to play the piano?
Nope, it's doing that all by itself. Obviously, I'm not fucking... You see my hands moving it, Abby?
Shores have earned their mysterious reputation. They even have a self-playing piano.
Why is their piano so many levels? Huh? It responds to my touch? This is a really cool story.
So you do know
It's pretty
how to
romantic.
play.
Her fingers aren't on the keys.
I don't have a musical bone in me, but that sounded good.
It sounds familiar. Continue playing. Huh?
In every sound and frequency lies an emotion, just like this. Expressing what's on your mind through music. It's something even you can do. You'll give it a try, won't you?
Huh? Romance?
Hey, wake up! What was that?
Did I just see a waifu?
What? It's just been the two of us here this whole time.
Uh-oh. Rumbly.
Whoa! Another earthquake! What's happening? Run! We need to get out of here!
Oh no!
Onwards.
Hey Rover, can you hear me? There is a spike in the anchor frequency of the Tethys algorithmic array. It caused other abnormal frequencies to escape. Analysts are still investigating. We're already en route for repairs. Right now, the data stored in Tethys is materializing by drawing energy from the massive tacitite beneath the Black Shores. It's making digital constructs out of real-life entities.
Coup Money already logged your info in Tethys. Now you can command the robots across the Black Shores to fix and upload the corrupted data. That'll restore the anchors. We're heading to Veiled Rock's anchor. Rover, can you help at the Haven of Sprouts? It's our comms hub.
I'll be helping with the repair at Veiled Rock. Such a pity I won't be there to witness Jinjo's savior in action once more.
Why do you gotta say it like that, you
I'll be
weirdo?
seeing my friend in action again.
Oh, maybe that's why you saw the other you in that vision. Ugh, I was so sleepy.
Rip birds. You too.
Onwards.
Get slashed. Okay, restore the anchor at Haven Sprouts. You're finally here. Hi, I'm Kooky. The Tethys sent me to assist you. Welcome to the Haven of Sprouts, where Black Shores members live and rest. The anchor here is our communication hub, linking the beacons worldwide. Currently, the leaked, corrupted data has been spreading. But time is on our side and our agents are on it. Damage control is already underway. How can I help? Right, since we're connected to the Tethys system, I give you clearance and you collect all that bad stuff up. But for it to work, you can't go too far from me. There's a distance limit. Oh, almost forgot. Do not touch the corrupted data. They still pose a threat. Got it. I see some nearby. Why don't you start your housekeeping over there? I'll follow you. Just aim and boom. Easy peasy. Top clearance activate. Kooky approaches a corrupted core, it can decode and remove it, thereby cleansing the surrounding corrupted data. Okay. Hold L2 to control... Okay. Easy enough. Is all this going away? Interesting. Interesting. Let me shoot this thing. Cool. For future use. Grapple points. You're indeed as capable as I did one freaking thing, Kooky. You dumbo. But be careful, this corrupted data is dangerous. The authorized keys are one-time use and work within a limited range. They deactivate after use or if you're too far from them. Clearance issued. Let's proceed. Easy money. Is the secret to jump on it?
Soar against the winds.
There you are. Quick on your feet, huh? How did you get down here? You've been here all along. Not suspicious at all. Kooky, not suspicious at all. One more spot left. Luckily, not all the leaked data is corrupted. Some of it helps us make useful gadgets. Kooky, clearance issued. Let's proceed. Oh, are we doing some hardcore parkour? Hardcore parkour! Hardcore parkour! Hardcore parkour! Naruto style ninja wall running. As this clears, the floor falls out from beneath us. Oh, there's a chest at the top. Now we have to get it. Ether disruptions on the island seem to... Wait, it teleported us away?
This is the beginning of a new story. Its geographical coordinates remain unchanged. Everything is as it was. Even time leaves no traces on the Tacitite. This world has not yet begun. But we have already seen its end. They too will be as fragile and lost as we once were. But this time, we will show them what we believe in.
What was that?
Eh? Memory?
An illusion caused by those abnormal frequencies? But it felt all too real.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Thanks to you, the abnormal frequency index in the Haven of Sprouts has dropped. The island ahead is the Eye of Asteria, the highest point in the Black Shores. It monitors the Etheric Sea across all of Solaris. Since the Tacitite there is more powerful, the interference is stronger, so there is not as much infrastructure there. It's quite close to the Haven of Sprouts. The robot is already there, waiting for you.
Got it. Headed over there. But first I want to grab that chest on the top of this tower. Priorities, you know. Before we save the island, we have to steal all the loot.
As far as the eye can see. All paths
Don't mind
converge.
me casually running up the Tower of Doom. Sauron's Tower of Orthanc, or whatever. Barad-dûr. Barad-dûr your mom. Do it, Barad-dûr and your mom. Talk to the Tethys terminal and gain another clearance. Power 2, let's go.
Onwards.
Your facial expression looks so dead inside. You're so fast. Not you again. The Black Shores eye towards the stars. Okay.
Onwards.
Use the grapple point. Oh, this is sus. We are really close to the corrupted data.
Be swift.
Ow. This is, I don't really like the way it forces the camera movement like that. Also, there's definitely stuff down there, right? Right? Like, there was something hiding down there, right? Maybe not?
Be swift.
What is here? Nothing? What did we miss? Okay. Suspicious, but okay.
Soar against the
Ow.
winds.
Ow. Oh, Oh, the forced camera turning is really disorienting. Especially with the control scheme. We got blocked off. Oh, we're doomed. Eh?
I shall lead the way.
Bad guys?
Take hold.
Ow, ow, ow. That dashed me into the wall. That was not part of the plan. Not part of the plan.
Blade attack.
Get him, Encore. Get him. Him too. Oh god, I'm so afraid of dashing into the wall again. Not that it even does that much damage, right? Because the wall does like minuscule damage, does like 100 or something like that, but it just feels kind of punishing to walk into a wall and take damage. Ow. Even though I take like way more damage if I fail to dodge these guys.
Leave it to me. Take hold.
I hate the flying from Jinchi.
Evil
But she goes so much damage, like. Alright,
I shall lead the way.
is that it? We done here? Easy bzzz. The tower clean now? Fixed? I didn't see a chest at the top of this one, but I feel like there's... Oh, it teleported us to the bottom again.
The story is unfolding. The lament is not an entirely unpredictable natural disaster. To confront one's enemy, one must first understand them. However, even now, we can only anticipate and warn of the lament's coming. Advanced predictions, including those of the Etheric Sea and the Tacit Fields, remain beyond our reach. Our battle against the lament cannot be won by a chosen few. Every soul must join.
Unite the world!
The lament is our shared enemy, tearing apart the land and ripping people from their homes, their lives. It will take everyone to build a world that can thrive amidst so much ruin.
This is so hopeful.
This is something only we, as human beings, can achieve.
Damn, Rover, you should be a motivational speaker.
Another one. Is this how the Black Shores was founded? It was like looking at a mirror into the past.
Eh? The view from the Eye of Asteria is quite nice. But you teleported me down, bench. But now isn't the time for sightseeing. Come see me. There are so many tacit discords in the TD Observatory.
The TD observatory
Flying with a grappling hook.
discords across the world to predict the lament. It handles data collection, storage, and transmission of anything related to these creatures. That's why this
These
place is the
creatures.
trickiest. We had a
These
potato
nuts.
leak and-
Watch out! More tacit discords incoming!
Yeah, but do they even stand a chance against Jinchi? Do they even stand a chance against or a chance against the Woolies?
Here we go again. This is so much fun.
Okay, back up here. After saving this guy. In another jumpsuit.
I'm the keeper of the TD Observatory. That was an impressive battle. I've heard about your skills from my colleagues in Jinzhou.
You're from Huanglong?
Yes, but regardless of our origins, we're united by a common ideal here.
Wait, I just realized his arms are so
We took
fat.
the opportunity to reconnect to the Tethys system.
Look
the
at how
Haven
fat his arms
stars.
are.
Since data can materialize using the energy of the tacitite, we can harness it to our advantage. Now we have input data near the anchor, enough to form a climbing platform. Let's drive those monsters back to where they belong.
Well said. Time to go beat up some TDs. Eat your mom's TDs.
Repair personnel for the first 2 anchors are on their way. It's now or never.
Come on, come on, face.
Woolly's attack. Woolly, that away.
Nope, gotta get the terminal first. Okay. Time to talk with Kooky. Now or never, now or never. As long as you're ready, we can start the final step. Clearance issued. To victory!
Onwards.
Onwards. Follow the butterfly. Oh, I really don't like the way that the camera's force movement works. Okay. Worried I was gonna fall on like some spikes or something.
As far as the eye can see.
Oh, we got walled off. That's not good. That's not good.
Soar against the winds.
Onwards. I'm not really a fan of this kind of platforming. I mean, it's interesting thematically to have like a little bit of a switch up, but it just doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good to have the forced camera turns. Not fluid. And a little bit off-putting. Huh?
I shall lead the way.
Would really suck if I just ulted all of you.
Banish all fire.
Kerchow.
Administering a endless reverberation.
Strike as one. Take form. Vessel end. Woolly's attack. Woolly, that away. Ah! Together we fight.
Kerchow. Laser, go! Don't teleport me off the tower, please. Please don't teleport me off the tower. Please let me stay on the tower. Last batch of corrupted data cleansed. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Huh? That's really ominous. Black hole in the middle of the lake.
Spirits. I can only go as far as you commanded. From the etheric sea to Sonoro. From time to space.
Hey, Yin Yang, look! Somebody's over there.
Wait, she was with us the whole time?
Is she dead? Or just unconscious?
Your story begins here. Go forth. I am forever by your side.
Just fell from above all of a sudden. Wait, so the previous times you teleported me, but you couldn't teleport me now? Spare parts and oil. Thanks, but I'm good. The anchor in the TD Observatory has been restored. Alto and the others have finished repairing the anchor at Veiled Rock too, and they'll be here soon. So everything's fixed now, right? We Gucci?
Yeah! All right! All the repairs are finally done.
Wait, so was
Thank
that
you
black
for your
hole in the
help.
middle always there?
Without you leading the charge, we would have barely made it.
Bad news. We've got the evil girl here.
You are Hoda. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We finally found out her true identity.
Which is?
She wasn't lying when she said she was a bloom bearer. She worked as a field medic.
So how come she wasn't in the
But
records?
more importantly, she died in the lament that destroyed the port city of Guishu a few hundred years ago. In short, she couldn't be alive.
And how is any of this possible?
Hoda is but one of us. In the Tethys system, our registered name is Necrostar. We are forever trapped on the event horizon of the black hole, falling into an unending darkness. Beneath the lament's wheels, we are but dust, pitiful souls, cursed to suffer dreadful eternity, denied the solace of death. My mentor, the one I follow, please, I beg you to end this Mobius loop. This endless cycle.
Cute butterfly girl? Shorekeeper?
Welcome home.
Oh god, I love really fuzzy eyelashes. Really fuzzy eyelashes really do it for me.
You stand on these shores once more. Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd love to have you welcome me home every day. You saved me back in the port city of Guishu.
I wish to keep you from any harm. Forgive me for acting on my own accord.
Wait, where the hell did Alto go? Was that you on the beach before? Why do you look sad?
Sad. Pardon me. Such emotions are not mine to show. Yes, it was I. Long ago, when you first brought the Black Shores into existence on this island, I assisted you in managing this place. You once wove the threads of this world together. But then you left, roving the boundaries between this realm and the next.
I don't remember any of that. Because I'm a ditz.
You have lost far more than just your memories.
But the Black Shores?
Since your departure, the Tethys system has been the sole leader of the Black Shores. Most have never seen you, and that is all by your design. This place, built by your hands, holds all its resources at your disposal. You have more important matters to attend to than dealing with everyday trifles. That is why you entrusted the Tethys system with the Black Shores governance. This time, only you have the ability to end all of this. Completely.
That sounds really suspiciously morbid.
This is also your first step towards the future.
Are we about to end the Black Shores?
You mean...
Happened in the port city of Guishu.
She was indeed a bloom bearer, but mysteries still surround her and the departed. The departed, whom you saw in the port city of Guishu, caused those abnormal frequencies. Only you can mend those errors. Rest assured, I shall always be by your side to assist you as before.
I want you by my side always. That sounds good.
I am sorry, but I must keep this secret from you.
I don't feel like you should.
As you restore the tether system, you will uncover the reasons for severing ties with your past. Wandering traveler, please tell me. Are you satisfied with your journey and stories in Jinzhou?
The people in Jinzhou are nice. I'd say it's been a good start to the adventure. Only just the start. We've got like 4 more nations to do.
Solaris, Jinzhou is but the beginning of your journey. Please have faith. The path ahead shall be as splendid as you desire.
It's interesting that we like look at this positively, as it's like a cool adventure and not like, oh no, the world is in danger. What should I do now? Hey, Snuggy Cat.
The gate to the underground.
Thanks for stopping
has been
by.
opened. Pass through it, and you will reach the depths.
Have a
of
good
the
night.
shores.
I really appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you sleep well for your early morning.
Your journey has only just begun. Beyond the Black Shores lies Solaris itself. Before you go, can I ask a favor? When all is settled, will you share your stories from Jinzhou with me?
Absolutely, you cutie. Absolutely. Alright, Alto. Pretend you didn't see any Yuri. Pretend you didn't see anything.
The shorekeeper. She even showed up in person. That means I haven't seen the shorekeeper in all my time in the Black Shores. I've only heard the stories about her. If the shorekeeper is revealing herself to you, it could only mean one thing. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, it means she finds me
The
attractive.
gateway
It's
to the
time for
underground
some
has been
Yuri.
opened. I'm sure the answers lie ahead. Go on. Leave the rest to us, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
Forgive me.
Not your buddy, pal. Oh, there's a shiny. Also, there's 2
I shall lead the way.
birds.
Fluorescent shadows. Thus it ends.
Whatcha? Double echo? Double echo drop? Goated RNG?
Enough for your needs? Tell me if there's anything else you want.
It's a Gullpuff? Golden Gullpuff?
Oh, stars. Heed my
And we
call.
one-shot it with alt? Wastefully? I think that satisfies this part of the event. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Make sure we check the box for our dailies. Do-do-do.
Onwards.
I see a lot of opportunities for Astrate here. I feel like that sword should have hit the bird, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, shoot. Already 15 past. Shoot. I need to take care of some stuff. So I think I'll probably call it a night for stream. Sorry, this is like a weird place to stop, but time-wise, I need to get some stuff done before bed. So I think we'll call it. We'll be back tomorrow. Back tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. Pacific for more streaming, more games, more hanging out. I hope everyone had a good time. I know I had a good time, and I hope you all have a good night. Hope you all have a good night. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. Bye-bye.